Alright, hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to make this video for anyone that's having a similar problem on a TRX450ER. I'm not sure if the TRX450R, the kickstart, is the same, but this is on the '07 electric start. But if you have a stuck one-way bearing, because that's what I'm doing right now on this bike, is I'm replacing the one-way bearing, and the one-way bearing is right here. And if you can see, it's stuck on the shaft. It's like seized on there. So I'm going to show you the tool that I bought and how I'm getting it off. I just got it started and I'm about to take it off right now, because there's no really other good way to get this off without this little puller. And you can get this at pretty much any auto parts store. I got it at AutoZone. What I did was I took a little bolt with like the outside diameter big enough to press against the shaft, and you just put it in to the shaft right here. Yeah, I believe this is the side of the crankshaft, I think. But either way, you take the bolt, put it in there, and then this little hook, these have little claws on them, and it's a little tough to try to fight with it sometimes to get like these lined up and get it in there. But what I did was, because this space back here between the bearing and this gear was so tight, like if you can see how these have like little claws on them, like little hooks that go in. What I did was I took a little angle grinder and I basically just like grinded down the edges so like the tips were kind of sharp and they could poke in behind there and get a good grab on that bearing. For your application, I mean, it might not be necessary, but I just thought that's what made it a little bit easier to get this lined up. And so yeah, I got it started, and I'll show you guys me taking it off if I can find my wrench here. But yeah, from what I was reading, this is a pretty common problem, I guess, that people have, and it seems like in none of the forums anybody posted a solution or like what happened or how they fixed theirs. So I hope this video helps you guys, and I can show you how I did it. I don't really see much any other way how you really could do it, so I don't know, this is what worked for me. We'll just slowly, you just tighten this up. And like I said, you can get this at any auto parts store, so it's not something you have to order and wait on in the mail. You can do this right at home in this parts. I think it's like 15 bucks or something like that. But as you can see, it's starting to come off of there. Slowly but surely. It'd probably be a little easier if you had a 14 mil socket. Probably go a little bit quicker, but I'm using a wrench and it's coming right off. Yeah, and you don't want to really take any screwdrivers or try to pry on this, because you don't really want to risk busting up that gear, and it's kind of like an awkward angle, and you might have to take like something and like I had tap on these a little bit with like a small mallet to get them to seat and tuck in behind the one-way bearing. But like I said, I grinded them down too to make it a little bit easier. But as you can see, it's coming right off. Yep, she's coming right off. Yeah, you can see it's almost there. Honestly, I might just be able to. Yep. And there we are. One-way bearing is removed. And so I guess when you put the new one on, I would probably suggest maybe putting a little bit of grease on that shaft, or I don't know, whatever works for you, just to make sure that it doesn't happen again in the future. Or if you get rid of the bike, it helps the next guy that has to repair it, because this is a pretty common problem on these 450s, the one-way bearings going out. But yeah, here it is, guys. And again, this is the tool right here. I don't know if there's any numbers on it. I forget exactly which size claw this is. Okay, here we go. 25901. You could probably, I don't know if it's going to be the same exact brand, but you can probably Google this so you can find the same exact size. I think there's a really small one and like a medium one and a really big one. I think this is like the one in the middle. But yeah, you guys got the number. And here's the old one-way bearing. It's officially off. I have the new one over in the box. And yeah, well, I hope this helps you guys. If your guys' one-way bearing is stuck on a TRX450, or if it's stuck on any other bike that has a similar setup, I will be doing a video in the future of me putting this back together. But just for now, I'm going to upload this. And yeah, I hope it helps somebody. Until then, stay brapping.